I just about managed to get the sugar beet land dressed down, whichever way you want to say it. We say dressed up. And yeah, don't know if you can see that, but the bearing exploded and the roller fell out. Just as I was trundling to drop the rolls off on the side of the field, the roller decided it was going to fall off. So living a dream, ain't we? Happy Easter weekend, everyone. I hope everyone's had a good one. Mine was delightful. I feel like I've not had 4 days off at all. I feel like I could stay in bed all day. We're going to get this 190 service today, and Dad's going to do some spuds, I think, with Mum. And yeah, we're just going to have a general tidy up around the farm, start gearing up to start planting some spuds, and we'll get the basil here, the bed tiller with the teeth on it. We'll get that and show you what that does, and we're going to get that ready. Yeah, just had my breakfast, so I'm all burpy. Yeah, exciting times. Hopefully, today's just all going to be about fixing stuff and getting stuff ready and shuffling stuff around. I know you lot love a John Deere shuffle, so hopefully we've got an exciting new toy coming soon. We've got to go and have a look at it. So we'll have a look at it to start with and then see if we feel like buying it. But I'm excited. You should be excited. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, keep watching, and I'll see you in a minute. You're going on my head now. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, we bought a load of stuff from a farm sale the other day, mainly because it got a grain shovel in there, and our grain shovel pooped its pants the other day. So yeah, it just so happened to have loads of other stuff in it as well for 30 quid. You can't go wrong, can you? Look, loads of spuds. I could put that on the side of my tractor now, to be honest. Wonder if I can find anywhere for that to live. A Class Combine filler cap. Yeah, Dad's done some work and then left a mess everywhere. So yeah, 30 quid. I didn't think you could go wrong. They're 30 quid on their own. So, and there's two of them in there. Big old one here. All right, the handle's not very good, but she'll do. Loads of brushes. Toolbox full of toot. What more can you ask for? One man's scrap is another man's gold, eh? I've got to tidy up where Dad's been. Anybody else's old man or parent or whatever just won't throw anything away. Never throws anything out. Not a damn thing. Or, as you can see by the state of everything, never tidies up after himself. Yeah, well done. Anna bought me this handy dandy drinks bottle the other day. You lot can see that. They're mega. It keeps the drink cold for ages. Most of the day it keeps it cold, so I just need one that holds about 2 litres rather than 1.5 litres, or I need to buy another one of these and I'm sorted. So yeah, I should get on the phone to the doctors this morning, because I swear to God I've had COVID. As you can probably hear from me puffing and panting, and I'm still all blocked up. Don't feel like I'm firing on all cylinders, you know. So yeah, we got a really fairly busy few days just trying to gear ourselves up to get potato planting. It's kind of go time now. We're having some warmer nights, no frosts anymore, so we could do with a couple of inch of rain dollops whenever they turn up. Yeah, that's just so dry out there, ridiculously dry. A few dollops of rain will go a long way right now. Yeah, let's we got the JCB back now, so ooh, that's not very good. It had a pipe split inside here. Yeah, it had a pipe split in there, and he came out to try and fix it. Fair play to him, and he couldn't do it here, so he ended up having to take the inner boom out for us. And yeah, there was a pipe split in there, and there was also a clamp that was not right. Yeah, well done to Pex. I mean, the fitter couldn't have been any more savvy if he'd have tried. He was really good, so well chuffed about that. Just trying to organise my yard. It's just fighting a losing battle when I got somebody like me dad here, because he just dumps stuff everywhere. So I feel like I'm turning into Grumpy Daniel now. Yeah, we're up to 371 subscribers, guys, so thanks one and all. Really means a lot to us. Without you lot we won't be doing it, so yeah, hopefully we're keeping you all entertained. My sister's doing a good job of editing all the boring bits out, and I'll just keep doing what I do. Being a farmer, living a dream, loving it, cursing, moaning, sweating, but we'll get there. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. So get these deers lined up in a row. Most normal people try and get their ducks in a row, but we put deers in a row. I have to admit, guys, that this wasn't, I should have filled this up. I mean, it is the 170, so it's not the powerful 190, and it does have a vario box in it, so say it's 155 horsepower instead of 170, and it used a lot more diesel than what the Deutz did the other day. A lot more, like 100 litres more, just to plough in. All right, there was a few more acres there. There's maybe 60 acres there rather than 50 acres, so just shows that horsepower, not using all of the horsepower properly, uses less diesel. That is a fact, but the only downside with that is the Deutz did use a lot of AdBlue. So take your pick, guys. Normal diesel tractors or tractors with the AdBlue and DEP. You have to fill them up twice, so it used less diesel but used more, well, used a lot more AdBlue because that one ain't got AdBlue. So take your pick. I'd take a diesel tractor over AdBlue and DEP any day of the week. Fill these little puppies up so they're full up, ready to go. So this one we've got a service, just a service on this one, and that one we've got to change put the skinny wheels on for planting. But that one's due a service in about 50 hours anyway, so that'll do planting and then get serviced. I know I haven't just put 450 litres in that, but I've just put 200 litres in that, and what's that? Getting close to 300 quid worth of fuel? Nah, 240 litres or something, 240 quid in that one. Lovely. I've already just spent 500 quid already, filling 2 tractors up with diesel. Right, let's get this tractor all serviced up. We'll do the diesel filter to start with, because that doesn't involve moving too much oil around, and then we'll move and then drain all the oils out of it. This is where I wish I had a ramp, rather than having to lay on your back and get under there and getting grubby. But it is what it is, you just have to get on with it and get it done. So luckily with these, the diesel filters are at the front of the tractor, so this is simple. We'll get this done first. I'm going to put rubber gloves on now as well, so sexy. Yeah, we'll give the radiator a good blowout and stuff. I think these have to come off to get to the fuel filter. Goes in there somewhere, I'm guessing. Me? I've got a camera on my head, haven't I? Camera on my head. I have to keep talking, don't I? Make me sound like a weirdo. I'm asking myself for expert advice. Yeah. Teaching people how to service a tractor. Once I can find some of my tools. Mum, what do you want me to do? Try and get geared up to go planting, or do you want me to help you do the taters? I'm not faffing around doing nothing. So I'm not only getting it from my dad now, I'm getting it from my mum. What's that all about? Right, let's get these panels off quick. I can't remember, one's the fuel side, there's a fuel filter one side and an oil filter the other side, so I think the oil's this side and the diesel filter's that other side, so we'll learn you. Yeah, there's the oil filter. You got a crank filter breather there as well, but that doesn't ever get changed. That's just been removed. It's pretty simple. I mean, you've only got one transmission back end hydraulic oil for these tractors. Other manufacturers will have 2 different oils for that. So that's good, and then obviously you got 2 lots of filters with that as well. Yeah, my mum thought I was being a weirdo. I can only be a weirdo if I came from a weirdo, can't I? Surely. Let's get this off then. This is the first fuel filter I'm going to change. So yeah, diesel filter number 1. This is just like this is the final filter, I think. Or is that the final filter? This must be the coarse filter, and that other one's the finer filter. I can't remember which way around I go. That's that done. I'll leave that there because I am going to need that in a minute. Put it back together. I'll go and get a little drain bung. I think it's this one because it's like a 25mm socket. It's like, really? Yeah, it's that one. She fits. There we go. Fits like a glove, even though it's such an odd size. It's like a 25mm. Right, that's that bit done. Let's go and get a drain bung and a bouquet. Now this thing needs a clean out, I should think. No, it's not too bad. No, it's pretty good. Let's see what this is like. Normally you can see inside the filter if they're full up with gunk. No, it's pretty good. Yeah, we're all good. You know what I haven't done? You always want to make sure you lube your seal up, guys. Make sure you get some diesel on there just to lubricate that seal. If you don't, it will be an arsehole to come off. Right, that's on, and that's on. Clicked in, done. So that one's done, guys. I've just got this one to do now. One big canister filter there. So we'll get that ready. There's no point taking the seal off that yet until we're ready. I'll get this one drained, get this down on the floor. Put that down there. And then I think there's a tap on the bottom here. That I have to change anyway, so. See if I can catch most of that. Right, let's get this other filter off. Getting too fat to get into these things now. There we go. There, she's off. So you don't never want to do them up with that, people, but. Ooh. Leakage. Lube your seal up. Loads of lube. I got loads of dead diesel there, so. Get in there, will you? Hopefully you lot can see this, but I mean, it's just stupid. You can't get the filter in there properly. There we go, and back up we go. We like deers. Deers are reliable, so we like them. We love them. You know, we live with them. There we go. That's on. Cool. Let's get that scooted out. Now, to get these things primed up, unlike old diesels of yesteryear, just turn the ignition on. Simple. Yeah, just leave the ignition on and you can see it filling up, look. Brand new filters. Once that's full up, you give it a few minutes, the system's all primed up again, so I don't know if you can hear that. Hello! Yeah, here we are, folks, we're back again. I can't be bothered to move the tractor, but you're going back on my head, alright? And I'm going to explain what we're doing. So we're servicing the 190. The 190's due a real big service, so we've done the diesel filters, you've seen that. So now we're going to go on to the engine oil, and we're going to do that. I'll put my special gloves on again. There's no point wearing these gloves, look, because diesel and stuff these have been through the wash. You can see I've obviously gone and got diesel or oil or something all over them, or where I've been greasing up. Yeah, as soon as I get that on my hands, I go and wash my hands and put these in the wash. For like jobs like this, I'll put these gloves on. These orange nitrile, miniature nitrile gloves. So much better for your hands if you can't get, diesel oil is carcinogenic, really super carcinogenic, and petrol oil is not that great for you either, so you want to keep that stuff off your hands as best you can, folks. So here we go, all of our waste oil and our filters and stuff all go off to be recycled, but I'd like to drain them out, so separate whatever we can, leave them draining. Waste oil and diesel and stuff all goes off to be recycled, or sorted out, whatever you want to call it, and so do the filters. So these things use a lot of oil. They don't use a lot of oil when they're running, but man, they take a lot of oil to fill them up and stuff. 27, 28 litres, I think. It's a good few bucketfuls. Right, let's do the draining of the oil to start with. So I need a 27mm socket and a bar. Ugh. What have we got here? Oh, look at that. It's already got it there. So you don't want to go too far away from these buckets when this is coming out. You'll see in a minute how quickly it fills a bucket up. It's pretty quick. Obviously it's just the same as your car really, but on a grander scale. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, unless you're upside down and it's the other way around. Well, it's still the right way around, you know what I mean. You'll see how black this is. It's done 500 hours, 520 hours it's done since last service, so it's ready for a change. Look at that. And we put that one in there, drop that down. Yeah, we're gonna leave that draining now. Clean the old drain bung up, clean my hands up, get some of this oil off. I'm gonna get covered in oil in a minute anyway, so I may as well just keep getting covered in oil till I'm finished. No point changing your gloves every time you get a bit of oil on there, is there? These gloves hopefully will last me the whole service. Let me go get rid of one of these, or both of these, so you don't tip them over. Now I'm going to need them again in a minute. I've got 100 odd litres to come out of the back end of that tractor, so leave that, let's just dribbling out and trickling out for a minute, and we're going to get the oil filter off and put the oil, change the oil filter. Oh yeah, look at that, came off easy. Could have done that with my hand. So that one I've taken out and it's not in there anymore. It's just a breather filter, but oh, I'll wash that down in a minute. Leave that draining for 5 minutes. You always want to just take that oil filter and fill it up with a bit of oil. Make sure they're the same filters. That's crucial, number one check. Just come in here and fill it straight up out of here, can't we? That should all glug down a little bit. But it just saves the engine running dry of oil for a few seconds. It's already primed up, ready to rock and roll. There we go. I don't want to over tighten them, but hand tight's fine for them. So that's another thing done. We're going to get 2 cans of oil, so we're ready to rip. We're ready to tip that in. This is where you fill it up. Still leaking out the bottom there, so it's only trickling out the bottom there, but it's still leaking, so let's go and get some oil. 1, 2. There we go. Alright, 2 cans ready to go. Do not kick them over because it has happened in the past. Still leaking out. Might leave that till after docky time. Here you can see that. Can you not see that? Trickling out, still leaking out. I'll leave it over docky time. In case any of you lot don't understand the docky time saying, so old friends saying, when you have your lunch break. Obviously there's a time you got docked on, so docky time. We are from the Fens, and if you don't understand that, that means my lunch time. Normally I have lunch about 11 o'clock, which is a weird time yet again to have lunch, but right, we're going to fill this tractor up with oil. Let's get this done. First of all, we've got to put the drain plug back in. I sit here and drip all day, but I ain't got time for that, so plunk that back in there. Then we've just got the back end to worry about in a minute. Let's see if we can undo this axle one. Pay to have a look in here every now and again, doesn't it, I suppose? She went. If that oil comes out of there, then I'm doing it back up again. I know you should probably change these every 1,000 hours or something, but yeah, there's oil coming out of there, that'll do me. I've got to tighten it back up again now. Obviously it hasn't been undone for a long while, so... Oh. Ow. So last night I went for a dog walk. Had a good old waddle across the field with the dogs. Went for about 1.5 miles, I suppose. Good old walk, get my heart rate going. And then went for about a 4-mile bike ride, so I am trying to get fit. Less flabby. Need to get buff for my OnlyFans page. If anybody wants to watch a flabby farmer get naked. Giggity goo. So that's 10 litres of oil gone in there. I think these 6.8 litre motors hold about 27 litres, I'm sure they do. We'll put 20 in there and then we'll check it. So another 2 cans and we'll check it. So by the time you finish servicing all this, if you use genuine oil, genuine filters and stuff, you'd be nearly 2 grand into this. All the oil that goes into it and all the filters and stuff. I mean, the oil filters are about 100 quid each maybe from John Deere. So I use equivalent oils and equivalent filters, all good quality, all good stuff. All survived in other tractors, so why it's surviving these. Obviously you have to use genuine stuff if it's under warranty, which is understandable, and I do. So so 20 litres is nearly up to the mark there, so I reckon if I put another one in, we'll be nearly there, you know. I said 27 litres, didn't I? So that's 20 litres got in, so if I just use one now. Anna did say about me stopping chewing gum as well, because she can hear me chewing while I'm talking. Oh, fat boy coming through. There we go. We're in, and I haven't managed to spill a drop while I'm filling it up, so that's a bonus. I'm learning. Either that or it's too freaking expensive to spill it. Yeah, so 25 litres has filled us up then. Let me fire this puppy up. I've got to service the back end of the tractor hour anyway, so I'm not looking forward to that. Right, so that's 25 litres gone in there. Now all we've got to do is spin this puppy around and get the back end serviced on it. Right, let's do that. Right. There, let's have a little bit of a run. We can turn that off and we can check the oil again, and then we can get some buckets sorted out and get under there and start thinking about dropping the oil out of the back end of it. Ah, this is so much fun. Maybe I might need another couple of litres or something in there. Get it right on the mark, right on the money. Oh, chocolate. Bang on. That'll do. So that's 25 litres in there, folks. Maybe I put a litre or so in the filter. What I didn't do before or something, I don't know. Right, I'm going to turn you lot off for a minute. I'll see you in a minute, alright? I'm just going to go and help them finish the potatoes off and then Dad can come and help me service this up. So teamwork. What a stressful old day. Doing my head in already. Well, doing my head in at 8 o'clock this morning, so now I'm just fed up. But here we are on the final straight. We've got the back end of this tractor to service, which would be delightful. So let's wriggle under the tractor and see if we can find out where we got to drain the oil from. Ow. I've got gloves on. It came undone. Right, that's the transmission filter then. Blue paper please. And it's on a step here, I think, Dad. Dog, you're not helping, dog. Get away from me. Right, now over the other side, Dad, should be the filters. You come here to mop up all the oil. You get out, dog. Ah, get out. Not helping. Dog. Trying to service the tractor. Yeah. She's all like, my GoPros are probably, YouTubers are covered in dog slobber. Yeah. Yeah, it's clean enough. It's all draining out. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it never looks burnt, does it? Transmission oil. Alright, that's one. That's a new filter on there. Let me see if I can get this on. That's it, it's a 30. There you go, there, you can have that one back. Right, let me get these filters changed. This is where I get covered in oil, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Now, do I drain the oil out of the transmission first, or do I change that filter first?
Do the transmission and the oil.
I'll change this one over pretty quickly because it's got a filter in it already. It don't look that bad, the oil don't look that bad, but it never does out the back end, does it? It's not full of bits, so yeah, that's the transmission, and the oil's all in one hit. So, as long as you change the filter, change that filter, hydraulic filter, you're away. No bits come out, which is good. And I got 2 more drain bungs, I think. You got it? Oh, my neck. Oh. Can I request a ramp, please? Yay. The things we do for fun. Yeah, Mum was like, who are you talking to? I was like, well, talking to the camera. In the shed here talking to myself.
What's this one on the side here then?
Like that?
Yeah.
That's your hydraulic back end filter.
So that's got to come out.
Yeah. Well, that's the one that normally cakes me in shit. Because there's nowhere to sit. You can't sit up. You have to lay down and do it. You can't hold a bucket up there and catch it and... But it has got a drain bung in the bottom, so I may just do that. Ow. Oh no. Come around this side here quick. Come around this side here quick.
Which was this side?
This side?
This side?
Yeah.
This side?
Let's see how badly that's taken.
Is it? Oh, a little bit. How did you turn it off?
Don't know, just worry about the oil more than turning it off. I'll put it back on my head if you can clean it up.
I can see who it is.
How are we looking? There's somebody else in the yard now. There is somebody else in the yard. Right, so I've done that one drain bung up. I'm now going to try and get the hydraulic filter off. See if I can crack that. And then I've got a couple more drain bungs that I just want to... I think they're under here somewhere. They might get done, they might not. Sorry about all the grunting. I think I should have lowered the hitch before I started here. And I'll get this gauze out. But yeah, the other 2 drain bungs are underneath the bloody hitch and I didn't lower that down. So I'll see if I can get to them in a minute. I might need another bucket in a minute, Dad. Face full of oil. Then I'm going to get it washed down and the radiator blown out and put it on the Basileer. So yeah, we're all looking fairly rosy. Dad managed to spill more oil than he got in the barrel. I'll get Dad out here in a minute and he can help me fill up this. It's going to take loads of oil. So at this rate, it's going to end up drinking most of this 200 litres of oil we got delivered. Not quite that much, but don't take long. I checked the front axle and it's got oil in it. It don't look too bad, so I put a bung back in and it's leaking out. So just we check them final drives, just make sure they got oil in them.
How many more do you need?
Oh, ain't even
charge.
Ain't even showing up on the gauge yet. Not even coming up on the sight gauge yet. Getting there? No, nowhere near. Don't seem to be getting very far very quick, does it? It's up to the low mark there now. I would tip all that in there. Coming back up again now. You're supposed to do it when it's running and need to right down. I thought they'd be right down by then. The radiator one's blowing out, the air filter one blowing out after doing all that dressing up. But yeah, this is the transmission, the back end filter. There's no rust or anything in here, but lumps of gear and stuff, I mean. So just changing the seals on out. We've got 2 seals to change. I've already cleaned that out. I probably should clean that out afterwards really, but there you go. I'm trying to keep my hands as clean as possible. One of them's a big seal, one of them's not. I don't know which one's which. Both the same size, but they both go on, both do the same job. You know when you try not to make a mess, you end up making more of a mess than you intentionally set out to start making in the first place. That is for the drain bung on the bottom of the... There's a drain bung on the bottom of this filter because it's so heavy. There's about 1.5 litres of oil in there. While you're upside down, you just got a drain bung there to change the seal on that, but I think it'll be alright. I'm 99% certain it'll be fine. Lovely new filter, shiny, it's pretty. No bits of gear and stuff in there. That goes in lower like so. Or does it? Let me see if I got one of these on the shelf then. Right, we're back to it then, folks. Where were we? Attempt number 2. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, I'm just out doing a bit of spraying, but I forgot to do an outro the other day, so I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. The tractors have to have a 500-hour engine service, so engine oil filter, and then they have to have a diesel filter on them as well. So sometimes you have to change the diesel filters a bit more regular than that, like 250 hours maybe. Yeah, and then the back end needed servicing as well, so we dumped all the oil out of that and give that a new bit of oil. Yeah, so there's a transmission filter, which is not too difficult to change anyway, and then a back end filter that needs changing. So as you can see, the GoPro got covered in oil and I got pretty grotty, and I want a ramp for a tractor. So if anyone wants to come and install a tractor ramp for nothing, let me use it for a little while, and feel free. I don't actually have that many tractors to service, but oh my god, laying on the floor in the dust and the dirt and stuff. I did have a bit of a sweep up before I started, but I was just getting covered in it. So cheers for watching, guys. Remember, keep subscribing. Thank you.